I never thought a single kiss could unravel my entire life. But there I was in the dim glow of Catherine's bedroom lamp, our lips meeting in a moment of raw, unspoken truth that had been building for years. The next morning her father burst into the room, his face twisted in rage, and everything I knew about love, family, and survival came crashing down. Alexa Thompson had always been the steady one, the girl who planned her life like a roadmap, every turn calculated to avoid the potholes her parents had fallen into. Growing up in a conservative suburb of Chicago, she learned early that emotions were liabilities. Her father, a stern accountant who quoted Bible verses at dinner, drilled into her that success meant straight lines, no detours, no distractions. But Catherine Ruiz changed all that. They met in freshman year at Northwestern University, bonding over late-night study sessions and shared dreams of escaping their suffocating homes. Catherine, with her fiery spirit and unfiltered laugh, was everything Alexa wasn't. Bold, unapologetic, and utterly captivating. As roommates, their friendship deepened into something Alexa couldn't name. She found herself replaying Catherine's smiles in her mind, her heart racing at the brush of their hands. Why does this feel so right, yet so terrifying? Alexa thought, lying awake at night. She pushed it down, convinced it was just admiration. But the tension built, like a storm cloud gathering force. One evening, after a grueling exam, they collapsed on the couch with cheap wine. Catherine's head rested on Alexa's shoulder, and in that vulnerability, Alexa whispered, "I think I'm falling for you." Catherine pulled back, eyes wide, but not with shock, with relief. "I've been waiting for you to say that," she replied, her voice trembling. Their first kiss was tentative, then urgent, a release of years of suppressed longing. But joy was short-lived. The next day, Catherine's phone buzzed incessantly. Her mother, a devout Catholic who volunteered at church every Sunday, had somehow found out. A nosy neighbor? A slipped comment? It didn't matter. The call came. "Come home now. We need to talk." Alexa drove Catherine to her family's modest house in the suburbs, her hands gripping the wheel so tight her knuckles whitened. "This is just a bump," she told herself. "We'll explain, they'll understand." But deep down, doubt gnawed at her. Catherine's family was traditional, immigrants from Mexico who clung to their values like lifelines in a foreign land. As they pulled up, Mr. Ruiz stood on the porch, arms crossed, his expression thunderous. Inside, the living room felt like a courtroom. Mrs. Ruiz sat on the sofa, rosary beads in hand, tears streaming. "How could you do this to us?" she sobbed. Mr. Ruiz paced, his voice booming. "This is not who we raised you to be, Catherine. This abomination will destroy our family." Catherine stood defiant, chin up. "Dad, it's love. Alexa makes me happy." But Alexa saw the flicker of fear in her eyes. The ultimatum came swift and brutal. "Choose," Mr. Ruiz said, pointing at Alexa. "Her or us. If you pick this path, you're out. No more support, no more home." Catherine froze, the weight crushing her. Alexa wanted to scream, to fight, but words failed. How can love be a choice? She thought. As they left, Catherine whispered, "I need time." But time was a luxury they didn't have. Back at the dorm, Alexa paced, her mind a whirlwind. What if she chooses them? What if I lose her? She replayed every moment, questioning her boldness. Society's whispers echoed. Unnatural, sinful, a phase. Friends at school were progressive, but families? They were the battleground. Catherine called later, voice breaking. "I can't lose my family, Alexa. But I can't lose you either." The conflict escalated that night. Alexa suggested they keep it secret, but Catherine shook her head. "No more hiding. That's what got us here." They argued, voices rising, until Catherine stormed out. Alexa sat alone, tears flowing. Is this the price of truth? The next day, Catherine returned with a plan. Confront her parents together, show them their love was real. But Alexa hesitated. Her own family was distant, but supportive in their apathy. Catherine's was everything to her. They went back, hearts pounding. Mr. Ruiz opened the door, face hardened. "You're not welcome here," he spat at Alexa. Inside, the argument exploded. Accusations flew. Manipulation, confusion, eternal damnation. Mrs. Ruiz pleaded. "Think of your future, Mija. Children, a husband." Catherine countered. This is my future. But the pressure mounted. Mr. Ruiz revealed he'd called the university, threatening to pull funding. You'll end up on the streets, he warned. Alexa felt the walls closing in. Am I worth this destruction? She pulled Catherine aside. Maybe we should step back. But Catherine's eyes flashed. No. We're in this. The night ended in stalemate, but the seed of doubt was planted. As they drove away, Alexa wondered if love could survive such wreckage. Days blurred into tension. Catherine withdrew, torn between loyalty and desire. Alexa pushed, demanding commitment. Fight for us, she urged. But Catherine snapped. You don't get it. They're my blood. The first crack appeared, a missed date, then silence. Alexa obsessed, scrolling through old photos, heart aching. Why did I push? Then the betrayal. Alexa overheard Catherine on the phone with her ex-boyfriend, Jake, laughing. Jealousy surged. Are you going back to him? She confronted. Catherine denied, but the seed grew. Society's pressure whispered. Maybe it's easier to conform. Alexa spiraled, questioning everything. Is this real? Or just rebellion? The suspicion festered like an open wound. Alexa couldn't shake the image of Catherine with Jake, his easy smile, the way he fit into her family's ideal. That night, she confronted her again, voice laced with accusation. If you're not all in, tell me now. Catherine's face crumpled. I'm trying, Alexa. But you don't know what it's like to choose between love and everything you've known. The argument escalated, words cutting deep. Alexa accused her of cowardice. Catherine called her insensitive. They parted in anger, the dorm room echoing with slammed doors. Alone, Alexa curled up, thoughts racing. How did we get here so fast? From bliss to this hell? She replayed her life. The high school crushes on girls she ignored. The pretend boyfriends to fit in. Coming out to herself was hard. To the world, impossible. But Catherine made it worth it, until now. The next week, Catherine's family doubled down. Mr. Ruiz showed up at campus, demanding a meeting. In a coffee shop, he laid it out. You're poisoning my daughter. Leave her alone, or I'll make sure you regret it. Threats of exposure, of ruining Alexa's reputation. She stood her ground, but fear gripped her. What if he tells my professors? My job? Society wasn't as accepting as campus bubbles pretended. Jobs, friends, future. All at risk. Catherine learned of the visit and exploded at her father over the phone. You can't control me. But the damage was done. She started pulling away, canceling plans, citing family obligations. Alexa felt the drift, the slow unraveling. Am I losing her to their expectations? Desperate, she confided in a friend, Mia, who was openly gay. Fight, Mia advised. But know when to let go. But letting go wasn't an option. Alexa planned a romantic getaway, a weekend in a cabin up north, to reconnect. Catherine agreed hesitantly. The drive was tense, silence heavy. At the cabin, they talked, really talked. Catherine confessed her fears. Disappointing her parents, facing community judgment, losing her cultural roots. They say it's a sin, she whispered. Alexa held her, sharing her own doubts. Love isn't wrong. We are. For a moment it worked. They laughed, cooked together, found solace in each other's arms. But reality intruded. Catherine's phone rang. Her mother, hysterical about a church rumor. Everyone knows, she cried. Catherine's face paled. The weekend ended in tears. Back home, the pressure intensified. Mr. Ruiz cut off her allowance, forcing her to get a job. See what this choice costs, he said. Alexa watched Catherine struggle, guilt gnawing. Is my love worth her suffering? She offered help, but Catherine refused, pride wounded. Then came the turning point, a family intervention. Relatives gathered, aunts and uncles preaching repentance. Catherine attended alone, emerging shattered. They want me to see a therapist to fix me, she told Alexa. Outrage boiled in Alexa. That's conversion therapy bullshit. But Catherine wavered. What if they're right? What if this is a mistake? The words stabbed. Alexa felt betrayed, her trust fracturing. How can she doubt us? They argued again, accusations flying. You're giving in, Alexa yelled. Catherine shot back. You're pushing me away. In the aftermath, Catherine sought space, moving back home temporarily. Alexa was left alone, spiraling into depression. Nights blurred with what-ifs. Should I have stayed silent? Let friendship suffice? Friends noticed her withdrawal, but she brushed them off. Society's mirror reflected back. Lesbians as outliers, families as anchors. Which to choose? Weeks passed. Catherine returned sporadically, their meetings clandestine, laced with guilt. I miss you, she'd say, but her eyes held reservation. Alexa pushed for commitment, but Catherine hedged. Then the ultimate test, Catherine's cousin's wedding. Family event, expectations high. Come as my friend, Catherine begged. Alexa refused. No more hiding. The refusal sparked fury. You're making me choose. Catherine cried. Alexa stood firm. You already are. Catherine left in tears. Days later she called. I'm going with Jake. As a date. The words hit like a punch. Betrayal seared through Alexa. How could she? She imagined them together, the perfect hetero picture, her family beaming. Jealousy consumed her. She stalked social media, seeing posts of the wedding, Catherine smiling beside Jake. Is this the end? The pain was visceral, a constant ache. Alexa confronted her afterward. Did you kiss him? Catherine denied, but trust was broken. It was just for show, she insisted. But Alexa saw the crack. Catherine's relief in conformity. The mending was tentative. Catherine apologized, vowing to fight. But doubt lingered. Alexa questioned her own role. Too demanding? Too selfish? The internal war raged. Love shouldn't hurt this much. Yet she clung hoping. As summer approached, decisions loomed. Graduation neared, jobs awaited. Catherine's family offered a truce. Return to the fold abandoned this phase. Temptation pulled. Alexa saw it in her eyes. Will she take it? The summer heat mirrored the boiling tension between them. Alexa landed an internship in the city, a distraction from the chaos. But Catherine's indecision haunted her. Phone calls were strained, filled with I love you laced with but. How long can we survive on halves? Alexa wondered, staring at the ceiling fan's endless spin. Catherine, back home, faced daily barrages. Her father monitored her calls, her mother prayed over her. God can heal you, they'd say. Catherine resisted, but isolation wore her down. What if they're right? What if I'm broken? Secretly, she researched online, forums of ex-gays promising change. Shame flooded her. She confided in no one, not even Alexa. Their reunions were stolen moments in parks, away from prying eyes. We can move away after graduation, Alexa proposed. Catherine nodded, but her enthusiasm waned. Then the leak. A family friend outed them to Alexa's parents. Though liberal on surface, her mother called concerned. Is this what you want? It won't be easy. Alexa defended, but seeds of doubt sprouted. Even my family questions? Society's weight pressed. News stories of hate crimes rejected kids fueled fears. Alexa attended a pride event alone, seeking solidarity. Surrounded by rainbows, she felt empowered, until she saw a protester with signs damning her kind. Is this the world we're fighting for? She called Catherine, urging her to join next time. I can't, came the reply. Too risky. The rift widened. Catherine started therapy, not conversion but to sort feelings. Alexa supported, but suspicion grew. What if they brainwash you? Sessions revealed Catherine's traumas. Childhood taunts, cultural clashes. I want to be normal, Catherine admitted one night. Alexa recoiled. We are normal. Arguments turned vicious. Alexa accused her of internalized homophobia. Catherine called her naive. You don't face deportation threats if family disowns you, she snapped, referencing her immigrant status. Alexa paused, guilt hitting. She's right. I push without understanding. A breaking point came midsummer. Catherine's father arranged a blind date with a nice boy from church. She went, claiming obligation. Alexa exploded upon hearing. You're cheating. Catherine denied contact, but the damage scarred. It was dinner. Nothing more. But Alexa imagined worse, trust eroded. In retaliation, Alexa flirted with a coworker, seeking validation. Regret immediate, she confessed. Catherine forgave, but the cycle of hurt deepened. We're destroying each other. They agreed to a break, space to breathe. Weeks of silence followed. Alexa threw herself into work, but emptiness consumed. Is love worth this pain? Catherine alone confronted her family. I love Alexa, she declared. Mr. Ruiz raged. Then leave. She packed a bag, showing up at Alexa's door. Reconciliation was sweet, but fragile. They planned futures, jobs in liberal cities, building a life. But shadows lingered. Fall semester brought new pressures. Campus whispers about their drama. Friends took sides. Mia warned Alexa. She's wavering. Indeed, Catherine reconnected with family secret calls. They're trying, she said. But Alexa saw compromise. Attending church, hiding their relationship. The moral dilemma peaked at Thanksgiving. Catherine invited Alexa home as friend. Alexa refused again. All or nothing. Catherine went alone, returning conflicted. They want peace. Alexa pressed. At what cost? The answer came Christmas. Catherine gifted a necklace symbolizing commitment. Hope flickered. But betrayal struck again. Alexa discovered texts from Jake flirty. Old habit, Catherine explained. Fury erupted. Choose now. Catherine chose family, packing to leave. I can't do this anymore. Alexa begged, but the door closed. Heartbroken, Alexa spiraled. Alcohol skipped classes. Why fight when society wins? Mia pulled her back. Heal yourself first. Months passed. Graduation loomed. Catherine reached out. I miss you. Tentative meetings followed, but wounds fresh. In a coffee shop, they laid bare. Catherine admitted fears won. I betrayed us. Alexa forgave, but trust gone. We need time apart. The separation was mutual, painful. Was it all for nothing? Post-graduation, jobs separated them. Alexa in New York, Catherine in Chicago. Distance amplified regrets. Alexa dated others, but comparisons haunted. No one like her. Catherine faced family peace, but emptiness. A year later, a chance encounter at a conference. Eyes met, sparks reignited. I've changed, Catherine said. She'd come out fully, cut toxic ties. But Alexa hesitated. Can I risk again? The conference hall buzzed with professionals, but Alexa's world narrowed to Catherine standing there, looking poised yet vulnerable. We need to talk, Catherine said, her voice steady but eyes pleading. They found a quiet corner, the air thick with unresolved tension. After all this, why now? Alexa thought, heart pounding. Catherine explained. Therapy helped her unpack shame. Family therapy failed but clarified boundaries. I cut them off when they wouldn't accept me. Pain etched her face. It hurt, but I couldn't live a lie. Alexa listened, mixed emotions swirling. She's stronger now, but what about me? The scars? They spent the evening walking city streets, reminiscing. Laughter returned, but caution lingered. Alexa shared her own growth. Therapy, activism in LGBTQ groups. I learned to value myself without you. Catherine nodded, regret evident. I hurt you. I'm sorry. Forgiveness came slowly, but the pull was undeniable. Back in their lives, they texted cautiously, rebuilding. But old fears resurfaced. Alexa worried about relapse, Catherine about rejection. A visit to New York tested waters. Dinner turned intimate, conversations deep, touches tentative. This feels right, but is it safe? Society's echoes persisted. News of anti-LGBT laws, family disownments. Alexa joined protests. Catherine volunteered at shelters. Shared purpose bonded them. But conflict arose. Catherine wanted to reconcile with family. They're changing, she said. Alexa balked. They damaged us. Debate heated. Forgiveness is strength, Catherine argued. Alexa countered. Not at our expense. The moral quandary deepened. Was reconciliation betrayal to self? Alexa pondered nights alone. Do I owe them nothing, or her everything? Catherine pushed for a meeting. Reluctantly, Alexa agreed. At a neutral cafe, Mr. Ruiz appeared humbled. I was wrong, he admitted. Tears flowed. Mrs. Ruiz hugged Catherine. Alexa watched warily. Is this genuine? Healing began tentatively. Family dinners, awkward but progressing. Alexa saw change. Acceptance, albeit slow. But doubts nagged. What if it's facade? Catherine thrived, balanced. Their relationship strengthened, but Alexa felt the cost. Her independence compromised. Then a crisis, Mr. Ruiz fell ill. Catherine rushed home, Alexa followed. Hospital vigils tested loyalties. Thank you for being here, Mr. Ruiz whispered to Alexa. Gratitude mixed with resentment. He caused our pain, yet here I am. Catherine's devotion shone, but Alexa felt sidelined. Post-recovery dynamics shifted. Family embraced them, but subtly pushed norms. Marriage talks, kids via adoption. Catherine entertained. Alexa resisted. We define our future. Arguments reignited. You're rejecting my family, Catherine accused. Alexa shot back. They're imposing. The breaking strain came at a family gathering. An uncle's homophobic joke sparked outrage. Catherine defended mildly. Alexa exploded, leaving. You didn't fight hard enough, she said later. Catherine wept. I'm trying to bridge. The chasm widened. Alexa questioned. Is love enough against this? She considered ending it, freedom calling. But memories held her. Catherine proposed. Move together, away from family. Start fresh. Alexa agreed, hope renewed. They relocated to Seattle, new jobs, new life. Distance helped, but calls from home pulled. Catherine visited alone, returning distant. Alexa suspected. Family influence. Confrontation revealed. They want grandkids. I'm considering surrogacy with a man. Shock hit. That's not us. Betrayal anew. You're conforming, Alexa cried. Catherine denied. It's compromise. But Alexa saw erasure. The fight was epic, ending in separation. Again? Alexa moved out, heartbroken. Months of no contact. Alexa built a solo life. Career success, new friends. I'm stronger without the drama. Catherine reached out via letter. I was wrong. Family isn't everything. Reunion tentative, but growth evident. They dated slowly, boundaries set. No family interference. Trust rebuilt brick by brick. But society challenged. Workplace discrimination for Catherine, forcing a move. Together, they fought legally, bonding deeper. Years passed. Engaged, they planned a small wedding. Invites to family? Debate raged. They've changed, Catherine said. Alexa conceded partially. The day arrived, tense but beautiful. Mr. Ruiz walked Catherine down the aisle, tears in eyes. Post-wedding, peace seemed possible. But undercurrents remained. A family visit brought subtle judgments. Alexa tolerated for Catherine. Is this the price? The honeymoon phase faded into real life, where compromises tested their vows. Alexa thrived in her marketing firm, while Catherine pursued counseling, helping others like them. But family shadows loomed. Mr. Ruiz's health declined again, pulling Catherine back to Chicago often. Alexa joined sometimes, but resentment simmered. Why am I always the outsider? Internal conflicts peaked during one visit. Over dinner, Mrs. Ruiz mentioned. You two would make great parents. Catherine smiled. Alexa tensed. Later, alone, Catherine confessed. I've been thinking about kids. Alexa recoiled. With whose sperm? Jake's. The old wound reopened. Catherine assured. Adoption. But doubt festered. The moral maze intensified. Family versus self-definition. Alexa journaled her thoughts. Do we owe them heirs? Or ourselves authenticity? Catherine pushed gently. It's our choice. But Alexa saw influence. Arguments became frequent, eroding joy. A turning point. Catherine's therapy revealed suppressed desires for traditional elements. I miss the culture, she admitted. Alexa felt threatened. Am I not enough? The question hung unanswered. They sought couples counseling, unpacking layers. Therapists noted. Society's norms infiltrate even the strongest loves. Progress was slow. Alexa confronted her own biases. Fear of loss driving control. Catherine owned her wavering. They recommitted, setting rules. Family at arm's length. But life tested. A promotion for Alexa meant relocation. Catherine hesitated, tied to home. Decision time, stay or go. Catherine chose Alexa, but sacrifice evident. In the new city, isolation hit. Catherine mourned family distance. I gave up everything, she whispered one night. Guilt crushed Alexa. Did I force this? Reconnection attempts followed. Video calls, visits. Mr. Ruiz softened, sharing stories of his youth's regrets. I don't want that for you, he told Catherine. Alexa witnessed genuine change, thawing her heart. But scars remained. Years later, they adopted a child. A decision born of mutual want, not pressure. Family visited, bonds forming. But at a gathering, an aunt questioned, "Who's the mom?" Microaggressions accumulated. Catherine brushed off. Alexa confronted. We can't ignore this. The climax. Catherine's father passed. Funeral brought catharsis. Eulogies highlighted his evolution. Catherine grieved. Alexa supported. In the aftermath, Catherine reflected. He tried in the end. Alexa nodded, but pondered the cost. Years of pain for partial acceptance. Their life stabilized, love enduring amid flaws. But Alexa often wondered about paths not taken. What if we'd walked away sooner? Society evolved slowly, rights gained, but personal battles persisted. In quiet moments, they discussed the betrayals, sacrifices, awakenings. We survived, Catherine said. Alexa agreed, but with a caveat. At what price? As they aged, their story became one of resilience shared with others. But the core question lingered, sparking debates in their circle. Was the fight worth the wounds, or should love yield to peace? And so one must ask, in the face of familial and societal pressures, is it morally right to prioritize personal love over blood ties, even if it means shattering long-standing bonds?